How's it going, guys? Nick here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. We're looking at the jacket trailer. Apparently they just released this like a day or two ago, but I was out of town and I saw that they released it, but I purposely did not watch it specifically so I could react to it. Supposedly this has caused a little bit of a shakeup in terms of how they've handled this character pack, so we're going to look at it for ourselves. We knew Jacket was a long time coming. Everybody's been requesting the Chicken Man for a long time. Let's take a look. And just as a preface, I did see that the teaser trailer that they had beforehand, that was like where they like sort of announced him. They basically announced him saying like, hey, Jacket's coming. I haven't seen the character pack trailer, just making that completely clear. So Jacket being here is not like a whoa big surprise to me. I knew he was coming, but I just haven't seen this trailer, so we're gonna react to it. Give us some thoughts, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Lots of dead people. It's definitely a Jacket trailer. I do really like Jacket as a character. Don't know completely how I feel about him in Payday. Even in Payday 2, I don't know how I feel, but who knows, maybe it'll be really cool in Payday 3. I'll shut up now. Oh, Lord. Jacket, calm down. Cool. Cool, the music's great. Music's great. Jacket's piece. Wow, they added Jacket's piece back in.
And now our feature presentation. Shoot to kill.
Oh, it's a preset weapon. Okay.
Is out of service. Thank you for holding.
And crushes its enemies with
The
devastating.
bat is an overkill weapon.
Begone, demon.
Just smacking a cop like that is messed up.
Back has a new alpha.
Okay, you get a charm and a sticker.
An unstoppable force.
That's February 3rd. Huh. Okay. So, obviously Jacket is like a long time coming. Like, this is not a big surprise, I don't think, to anybody, right? It is really interesting, some of the choices they've made with this character pack. So first off, this character pack, you're gonna have to purchase it, right? And Jacket in Payday 2 was one of those things where if you owned Hotline Miami 1 or 2, which typically was really cheap, they'd usually run sales on it and stuff, you would have Jacket. On consoles, he was really popular because, if I remember correctly, on consoles he was free, because I don't believe that Hotline Miami, maybe Hotline Miami 2 was available on console, I don't know. I believe Hotline Miami wasn't available on console, so Jacket was a popular pick because everybody had access to him, right? Just like Bodhi. Although maybe Bodhi wasn't as popular of a pick. I personally like Bodhi, but whatever. First off, the glaring issues is that we still haven't really received too much info on some of the big changes coming, such as the armor changes that everybody's really wanting in Payday 3, a lot of the balance changes and things that people are really requesting. And on top of that, we know for a fact that Payday 3's dev team has been cut a significant margin. They can still do things, right? Like, it's not the end of the world, but we know for a fact that because the dev team has been cut like an absolute ton, that there's going to be a lot slower of things being done to Payday 3. So for that reason, you know, when these kind of things come out, you can't help but be a little kind of just like, I wonder how this is really gonna be. And also, this character pack doesn't feel like there's a lot to it besides Jacket, if I'm being completely honest. Like, they're adding in Jacket's piece as a preset weapon, which, I mean, to be fair, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Jacket's piece in Payday 2 was a cool weapon. Did anybody use it? Not really, but it was cool to have. I mean, every now and then I'd run it and be like, yeah, this is fun. Why not? It's something different. It's whatever. You know, you could do some things with it. So to have it in Payday 3 is pretty cool, but it's not like anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about the big problem, as we see here on the screen, in my opinion, in that this is an overkill weapon. The only melee weapon in the game. There's no other melee weapons in Payday 3. This will be the first one. So lack of melee in general in Payday 3, which is just a really sad thing to see. I was sad about that from the beginning, but this is locked behind a paywall, which is very odd. That's very strange. And this is, of course, they haven't announced that you're paying for this. Maybe they did somewhere, maybe in a blog. I can look there in just a second. There's something about that just rubs me the wrong way. It's the only melee weapon in the game, and it's locked behind a paywall. To top it all off, like, it's an overkill weapon, right? So it's not even like you could use it at all times. If it was like a secondary that was high damage, right? Like maybe it's 2 hits to kill a normal cop or something like that. That'd be so fun. It's little things like that are my biggest issue with Payday 3. I think there's a missing link somewhere that Payday 2 and even Payday the Heist just kind of had. And it was this feeling of just pure chaos, like you're just a complete one-man army. You are just mowing through people. Payday 3, you can still get that feeling sometimes, don't get me wrong, but there's something about it that's just missing there. And I think if they would have made this an actual weapon, not just an overkill weapon, which I can see why they did, because it's looking like it's like a one-hit kill to almost everything except maybe dozers. It just brings, kind of feel that, you'd feel it. That feeling would come back a little bit of like, this is amazing. It just makes absolutely no sense, and that's why it's amazing. I don't know how to feel about this character pack, y'all. Jackie back in the game, for me personally, I just don't really, it's fine. Like, he's just there. Like, he's cool. It's cool he's back in the game. Don't get me wrong, everybody loves Jacket, and I think it's a good move from Starbreeze's perspective to bring back Jacket. They definitely should have. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the game, and so all you Jacket lovers out there, don't hate on me. All right, relax. Jacket's cool, okay? He should be in the game. He feels like he's a big part of the game now. Even if to some of us like that aren't huge Jacket fans, he's memeable enough that it's like, if he's not there, if he didn't come out this year in 2025, I really would have been like, okay, there's probably something going on at Starbreeze with Payday 3. This is supposed to be their moneymaker game. It's going downhill bad. But they brought Jacket back. That's a good thing. It'll be good for their sales. It's just everything else that goes along with him, man. Like, it's such a disappointment, in my opinion. You know, other people may feel differently. I will most definitely use the Sociopath overkill weapon, or overskill. Is that actually what it's supposed to be called? Is overskill? I don't know, dude. I will definitely use it because it looks fun to use. The issue is I just can't use it hardly, like, often at all. And if we're being completely honest, if you're playing on an overkill difficulty, right? How often do you really, truly grab your overkill weapon? Truly. I'm thinking about maps like Fear and Greed. It drops your overkill weapon out in the open in the middle of everything. You run out there and you get shot enough times, you're down. What was the point? What was the point of the overkill weapon? So I don't know exactly how I feel about this character pack, but you guys have to let me know down in the comments below. So I did kind of do a little bit of digging. There hasn't been an official price that's been revealed or released for the Jacket character pack yet. Comes out February 3rd. We'll know in time if it's actually going to be a paid character pack. I would assume that it would be. I don't know why it wouldn't be a character pack that's paid for, but that's okay. You know, I mean, I feel like they should make character packs paid for. I just feel like there should be more to it. And I also think having the only melee weapon in the game that is just one of those mechanics and things in Payday that's really fun. In Payday 2 especially, having melee weapons, you can have a lot of cool melee builds, like Sociopath builds, etc. And having that locked behind a paywall is kind of a detriment, is kind of a bad call, in my opinion. Unless they release another melee overkill weapon that's not paid for, and maybe they're just advertising this and it's not a part of the character pack. But if it's not a part of the character pack, there's even less things in the character pack that you're paying for, besides a charm and a sticker and a weapon preset. And let's be honest, how many of us are really using weapon presets? Like truthfully, be honest with yourself. If you can't tell by now, I'm doing this off the cuff. I have no script. I'm just talking. For me personally, right, like, Jacket is not very high on my list of like heisters that I want. I really want Dragon. Dragon's been teased for ages now and he's still not here. Don't get it. I also think Locke as a heister would be really cool, but I've thought that since Payday 2. That's probably not going to happen. Older guy, not going to put him in. I guess Dallas is kind of old too. He's in his 50s, I think. He's like 53 or something. That's beside the point. I don't need Locke, but Dragon should be here. We got Clover and Houston. Those were my big ones. Really wanted them, but I'm curious to see where they're going to go after Jacket. And with this character pack in particular, I don't know how much hope I have. In case anybody from Starbreeze ever sees this, I hope you realize I'm not trying to hate on your game at all. I think Payday 3, the gameplay of Payday 3 is absolutely solid. There's something about the actual gameplay and the way the game feels. I love it. It's great. It's everything else surrounding Payday 3 that has big problems that aren't being addressed and are in fact seeming to be less of an issue to the Starbreeze team or executives, with a downgrade in the dev team, a decrease in the amount of updates that seem to be coming out, including blogs. There seems to be less and less blogs, developer updates, etc. Obviously, they said it didn't perform to their standards, but that's because they produced a game that was trash from the beginning, and then they upgraded it, and it was great now, but it's not enough, right? It should have been good from the beginning. You guys have to let me know. I know I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there about Payday 3, and that's why I've been kind of doing some more Payday 2 stuff, is because Payday 3 just hasn't been hitting that itch for me. I'll definitely will be checking this out when it comes out on February 3rd. Definitely try it out. I'll let you guys know my true feelings. I'll completely be honest. I want this game to be successful. I really do, because Payday 3, there's a lot of potential there. They just gotta tighten down the hatches a little bit. I don't get this one. I just have some issues with this game. I hope you guys understand. I will be here. If the game does get better, I will be here. I'll be here for major updates like this one for February, or that's coming out on February 3rd. I will be here, and I'll let you guys know all my true feelings in the meantime. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your week. Look out for more content on the channel. If you're looking for more Payday 2 stuff, we got more of that coming, and we'll have a little bit more Payday 3 stuff coming too as updates and things roll out. So, anyways, love y'all. See you later. Bye.